Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 1. This is episode 48, 47, 48. Yeah, 48. And we are in the comment library, and you can see a little ghast is poking through the blocks right there. Anyway, we're in the Hall of Comments because it's been a while since we've been over here. About 12 episodes to be exact since we worked on this. So I went through all of my comments on my previous videos and selected our favorites and put them into the book. So let's take a look at those. Now, we left off with episode 36, so we don't need to go through that one. The next episode was episode 37, and we started doing some base work. We did the honey farm, and we worked on the comment library. Anyway, Dots Plots gets this one that says base work and interior or exterior. I spelled that wrong. Anyway, isn't boring, and your talking isn't boring either. See you next episode. Try to give them out to people, that comment on the videos. We're going to have a lot from Shiny. We're going to have a lot from Super Logan. They always comment on my videos. So episode 38, we had base work, and we had a new Patreon. Jesse B gets this one with, I really love the archways. They add such nice detail to your base. We put in a bunch of new archways and lighting and fixed up a bunch of things and stuff. Episode 39, we're going to give this one to Shiny. Said, how about some clusters of glowstone at random places in the ceiling, just like in the natural nether? Love the lava pillars near the throne. It looks pretty epic. Now, this comment right here was amazing because I hadn't even thought about the glowstone in the base, and it was wonderful. Episode 40, we did a little bit of work in the exterior of our base. We started doing a couple of the different rifts. Super Logan Utah gets this one, was saying you sure have some pesky neighbors because we were dealing we had quite a lot of problems in dealing with some drowned. Episode 41 is the Moon collab with everybody, and Kitty with Katana says, I'm so glad you could make it for the collaboration. Episode 42 is when I went to the moon base and showed you guys all of that stuff. And we talked a little bit about Foxy never paid me for the slab job that we helped him with. And Limpolian, I hope Limpolian, anyway, says if the Tailless Fox doesn't pay you, you should form a union as you're the only worker on your server and declare a strike and build a union hall. And this kind of catapulted 3 episodes for me, so wins the comment on that one. Episode 43, we did the Blaze Farm fix, and then we got ourselves a bunch of gear because we had died a couple episodes back. Shiny gets that one again, asking me the question, why do you write the sword with the Z? You guys see my sword. It says Zword. Nice upgrade to the Blaze Farm, although farm work in the Nether looks pretty scary for me. I did answer that question saying that the Z on the sword back in the day when I was creating all of these different names for my stuff, like the Drowned Halberd, there was no good names I could come up with my sword, so I just put the Z at the beginning, and yeah, that's mine. Anyway, episode 44 is when we actually built the Union Hall, and then we addressed the violations that we got with Prowl. The safety inspector, I'm sorry, not Prowl. Anyway, that one goes to Mark. Simply said the Union Hall is gorgeous. I really liked it. It came out really well. Episode 45, we started work on the interior of the hall, and David Harrell said, was I the only person shouting, just use a button so he will walk into the hole during the zombie villager capture? And I commented back on that comment saying you were not the only one. While I was editing that video, I recorded the whole capture process, and then I cut it down into little sections that you guys saw. So I watched it, rewatched it, watched it, and rewatched it so many times I was screaming at myself a ton. I do believe that was also, was it that episode or the next episode I named the villager and asked you guys No, it was episode 45 that we named the villager, and I had a question in there about the name that I named the villager, Gruntilda, and nobody could answer that. Episode 46 is when we finished up the finishing touches inside the Union Hall. I showed off some base progress, and then we went out and gathered up some resources for the live stream that we did about a week ago, the time that this video releases. Now, the comment that I picked on episode 46 was from Casey. Loved your vid. That is my daughter right there. She watches my episodes, so I gave it to her. Now, episode 47, I just released at the time of the recording of this video. I just released it yesterday. But I gave the comment to Leslie, who said, loved it. We built our nether hub or our nether tunnel. And like I said, I wanted to try to not give these to the same people, but we had a lot of the same people commenting on our videos. Shiny's always commenting. Logan and Victimborn is always commenting. Keep them coming, guys. I love the comments. Shiny's was beautiful for the base. Really added a level of detail to our base to kind of pull everything together, I think. And then, of course, Limp's comments about the Union Hall pretty much got me 3 episodes of content. And there's still more work to be done over there. Now, we're going to do a couple little odds and ends today. The next thing that I wanted to do was go over to the base and go into the memento room. And I was going to just jump over into the base, make a quick little cut. But I want to bring you guys, or wanted to bring you guys through the tunnel that we created. And let me, gotta do this real quick. There we go. Anyway, there was one little thing that we needed to do out here too, and that was to get rid of this book. This was Hello and Happy Holidays, so on and so forth. This has been here for such a long time. I'm going to keep the item frame, and I'm going to put the book away. So we built this last episode. This thing turned out really great. I did have a comment by Shiny saying that, these maps could become a problem. It's not the map so much that would be a problem, it is the item frames. The one thing that I wanted was these maps with the lights behind them, because this glows so well. And when I do step through the portal, you can see borders. So I come up here and pop a map off, replace it, and everything's fixed. I don't think this is going to hurt the server too bad. If it becomes a problem, we can simply put the blue concrete in there, and there's that same area that did its thing. Before we pop over to the base in the live stream, we did actually complete this nether tunnel all the way down to the Blaze farm, and then just up a ways over towards the raid farm. So that's really nice. But let's pop through the portal and show you guys what we have done. Now, I'm going to be showing this off a couple of different times because I'm so happy with it. And so happy with the way this turned out. This is amazing. Hello. You're not amazing. Get out of here. So we spent about an hour or so in stream placing down all of these different things. We did this rift over here. We did the one over there, and we finished the one down here. And I'm just so excited with the way that that all turned out. The base looks absolutely amazing. So let me pop this item frame in here. We're going to also put this in the memento. So we have this memento box from different things that have occurred through the season. And I really should have put these up in the memento room. This was my first and only job I placed in the tavern. This is one of the pebbles from Zloy's thing. Don't remember what this was about, but this was a Halloween thing. This was also a Halloween thing from Slack. Let's see. We have the scams from Tiz. We did the Halloween joke from that. This was the plot that Foxy and Slack built. So, what is this? Oh, this is the little limerick that we got from Foxy. So we got all kinds of different things here. Knock knock joke. We got the jobs that we did from Tiz. Yeah. Those aren't what we've been putting up here, but we should have. Whoop. So what we have been doing up here is we've been keeping a track of the Truly Bedrock Herald. We did go pick up this issue from Zloy, which turned out really, really cool. Nonetheless, we picked this up. This newspaper is haunted. And these he didn't sell, he just passed them around the server. And then what we have done is we had all of our different episode markers, which we stopped on episode 36, which was the Secret Santa and the Prankmas. So it has been a while since we've been over here. But I did lay out some new item frames, and I have some items in here. So once again, we did the honey farm in episode 37. We did some base work. The base work continued. We worked on the smeltery area down there. So we'll put those in there. We did the exterior work where we made some more rifts. So I used the lava bucket for that. The moon mission collab with the white concrete. Then the base tour, I decided on the sea lantern. I thought that would make, because that's what I pretty much made the base out of. Then we had the Blaze Farm upgrade that we did. We built the Union Hall. We did the interior of the Union Hall. Placed these in like that. That was a prototype banner that I made. I don't ever think I showed that on camera. Then we had the completion of the interiors where we put the books on the item frames and stuff like that instead of the lecterns. Then we have the nether tunnel in which we placed down a bunch of item frames. I was going to use one of the maps, but I want it to look like this and not like this. So that's nether tunnel. And then we have this episode, which is mementos and comments. So we're going to put the lectern in for that. This is pretty cool. All the different things that we have done throughout the entire season here. Like the honey farm, I was going to put down a bottle of honey, but we did the bees episode here. So we put the honey block there. Let's see. Yeah, we got a Elder Guardian with Liara. We made the shop. Bunch of freelance. This is the one where we caught this guy. Mr. Jerkface, if you guys remember. That is his name. And then these are just some maps that were made for us early on with our base area, showing the location of the individual members. And this map isn't locked, is it? Nah, see, we can see quite a change in our base updating that map. I really like this. And you know, I think one of these times I'll build a base, and I will just build a base in one map, and we'll do progression throughout. That would be a cool idea. Clip and went to walk away, and I still had a book on me, and I'm like, why do I have this book? So let's put this shulker box in here. Our shulker box of shulker boxes, is completely full. So I need another item frame, which I have just a few left. Let's go put this guy up correctly. Now the memento room will be complete. There we go. What is... Do you guys... What is that noise? You guys hear something? Oh, no. Yeah, let to the nether. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's go. Let's get out of here. before something tragic happens,